YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Tank, and we got a Madden 13 gameplay. The gameplay comes from Mr. Sports King 5. I'll leave his link in the description. Pretty good commentator. He does like 2 to 3 videos a day for Madden and NCAA. So if you like that kind of stuff, check him out. Let's get into the gameplay, or let's get into the commentary. I'm not going to talk about the gameplay at all. Let's get into the commentary. Like I said, it's going to be, is it the parents' fault how the kids turn out, or is it the kids' fault how they turn out? I say it's the parents' fault. I'm going to go through a couple examples with my cousin and what they've been doing with their lives and shit, how they grew up and everything, and how they turned out. My uncle, let's start off with my uncle. He moved 2 years ago. My aunt and him got a divorce finally. He used to treat them when they were kids like dog shit, not gonna lie. He treated them really bad. He used to beat them. He used to call one of my cousins the good cousin. My good cousin that's actually doing really good in life. A fat ass all the time, make fun of him, punch him, punish, send him to his room, make him not watch TV, make him sleep at 8 o'clock. He got it the worst, and he was the best one, so I felt bad for him there. But yeah, when they were younger, they were older. Like when we went out to eat and everything. Like I was like 6, 7. They were like 10, 12, 13. My other cousin probably like 16, 17, and they weren't allowed to order they couldn't order from like the adults menu. My uncle would not allow it. He would not allow them to order from the adults menu. My aunt and my uncle used to fight all the time about that. He just didn't want to pay for them. It was really fucked up, but what are you gonna do? And then what else did my uncle beat them when my aunt came home when they were like 15, and then the other ones were like 9 and 8 and 7 and shit. Like, she came home one day in the garage. Their hands were duct taped. Their mouths were duct taped. They couldn't speak. They couldn't talk. They couldn't move for a good hour or two, my aunt said. My mom was telling me that story. That was pretty fucked up. I didn't know about that until like 2 weeks ago. My mom told me about that because we were talking about how bad they are and shit. And what else to my uncle? My uncle was just a piece of shit to them. He used to beat them, like I said, make them order from the kids menu. Just a really bad guy. Well, I guess he's not a bad guy, because when they were younger, they were really bad, and he had to do something, but I don't think that was the right decision for him. When they were younger, they used to steal everything, like everything. My brother had $350 when he was like 12. He was saving up for something that he wanted, and then they came over. They went into his drawer and took the money. They stole my money. They stole my grandpa. My grandpa is like, he's addicted for like the coin collection and shit. They stole all his coins collections. My grandpa was furious when he saw that. Like, he was so mad, and then he brought it up, and my aunt said that they didn't do it. She denied it, and they denied it. But and I know. Well, I know. You guys don't know because you've never seen them. I know that they definitely did take it because I've seen them steal stuff. Whenever they would come over to my house in the summer, because I have a pool, they would pop all my tubes. They would just pop them all. I had this nice tube. I can just lay in it all day and just get a nice tan. They broke it. I was furious. And I have a huge basement. I used to like play like Xbox and shit, PS1, PS2. And we had those bopper amps with the punch and stuff. I think it's called big boppers or whatever, the bopper amps. I think they're bopper amps. They used to go at it with each other. They popped those. It was really bad. So now I came over. I went over their house a couple times. I remember this one time I came over their house. What they did to their pets. Every pet, I'm not gonna lie, every cat that they had besides Dean. Dean had a cat. That cat lived until it's 19 because Dean took care of it and never let them touch it. But all the other cats that they had, they ran away or died. I'm being dead serious. When I came over one time, I saw them throwing the cats up in the air onto the bed, bouncing. That was pretty brutal. What else? Oh yeah, they're frogs, toads, snakes. They used to poison them and shit. Their mices. It was just really bad what they did to them. Now I'm gonna tell you what they're doing with their lives right now, how they turned out. Like I said, my uncle left. He he left like 3 years ago. He said, I can't take it. I can't live in this house anymore with them because they have no. Yeah, so like my uncle just hated them, and my cousins hated him also. But let me tell you where they are right now in life. The oldest one is 31. He's doing okay. He's actually working, or he says he's working. He does like construction, but he lives in a motel right now. The only way he can live in it if he pays, I think, like $75 or $100 a month, and he has to do like all the cleanup. He has to clean the porches, sweep and everything, mow the lawn. He has to do like all the bitch work, to be exact. He doesn't have a driver's license. He's 31 without a driver's license. That's pretty sad. What else? He's been in jail a couple of times for like speeding. He's not like my other cousin who I'm going to talk about in a second. Like, he's not like a criminal, but he's just a lazy guy. He likes to party. He doesn't care. He'll party at someone's house. He doesn't care if you're a stranger. He'll sleep at your house. I like him. Like, when he goes to my lake house, he's pretty cool, but he just drinks too much, and then he's just too wild to hang out with. Can't control his alcohol. My other cousin, Eric, he really doesn't get out that much because he's in solitary confinement, 23 and a half hours a day, so he has a half an hour just to go outside and walk around and stuff. He had a pretty rough childhood also. He blew off his thumb when he was like 8 years old, so more than half of his thumb is missing. He lost his eye 3 years ago. He got jumped, got stabbed in the eye with the pen. The guards didn't help him at all. So 2 days, they finally took him to the hospital, 2 days, and then he lost his eye. And supposedly, because they waited 2 days, he's supposed to get $1.2 million for his eye, because they said they could have saved it if it was sooner. But they just let him lay there, and they didn't help him at all. I hope he gets that money. I hope he buys a house with that money if he gets it. I don't know if he's going to get it. But my aunt said that he's getting it, and he's supposed to get out in August. So I hope to see him soon. I write to him every day. He's a good guy. He's not a good guy, but he's not like a criminal. He's not like O.J. Simpson. Like, he did it. He beat up the drug dealer. Oh, the reason why he got into jail, he beat up a drug dealer supposedly to save his brother, because the drug dealer said he was going to kill Chris, my other cousin. I'm going to talk to my youngest cousin, who I'm going to talk about in like a couple of minutes. He said that he was going to save Chris, or kill Chris. I mean, kill him, not save him. Kill Chris, and then Eric, the one that's in solitary confinement, beat him up with a baseball bat. But when he got caught, he found Eric took all the drugs, the heroin. So he got caught for that. So hopefully he gets out in August. I think it's like August 20th. And then he can get his life back together. He is 29. He's been in jail since he was like 16 and just going back and back. So I don't know. I honestly think that jail's the best place for him to live and make a life. But that's just my opinion, because I think he's going to be dead if he comes back on the streets. And he's just going to waste that $1.2 million. My next cousin, Chris, is a heroin addict. He's been on heroin for 3 years. But I saw him Saturday, and he was supposedly clean. But 2 days ago, my aunt told my mom that he's back on the heroin. So, I don't know what's going to happen to him. My aunt bought him a car. She took the car away from him, so he has no car now. He's back on the heroin. I don't know what's going to happen. His name is Chris. He does construction also. I don't know. Like, they found him twice dead, and they revived him because he went on an overdose. I don't know. Heroin's pretty bad. Hope no one goes on, because it's really hard to get off of it, I heard. It's probably like the most deadly drug, or the most addicting drug there is. So Chris, I see Chris living, to be honest, 1 to 2 years. I don't see him living that much longer if he's on the heroin. So my next cousin is Dean. Well, Chris is the youngest, but the best cousin is 26. He recently got married 2 years ago. He has a wife. Like you said, he has a wife. He has a house. He doesn't let his brothers come over his house at all. He locks up all the stuff like he did when he was younger. He locked up all his DVD players or the DVDs and like CDs. He doesn't let them touch anything. If they ever come to his house, they came over his house one time. He locked up everything. They weren't allowed in the basement or anything. So he takes precaution. Like he doesn't let them. He doesn't fuck around. Dean, like he played college ball. He could have. He played high school football. He could have played college ball. He was an All-American offensive lineman, but he just tore his shoulder and his knee had problems. So if you like the commentary, that's pretty much it. Leave what you think if it's the parents' fault or the kids' fault how they turn out. Be sure to check out madstudents.com. It's your boy Tank. Don't do heroin and stay classy, fellas. I'm out.